These are really important spots just below this joint of the toe too, where I like to hold and then move the...
Isn't that the lymph drainage as well from the reflexology?
Lymph is all across the top here, yeah. And again, just coming in and caressing all across the top of the toe here. I might use a little bit more oil now, if you don't mind. Thank you. And it just depends how ambitious I'm feeling and how she's feeling as to whether I would want to tackle another toe at this, you know. I think it's quite a big mission to take on more than one toe at a time.
But you're being so loving and gentle.
That's right. So as I come up into this part of the band then, it often hugs around the ankle. So we can do things like open up the ankle like this. And it's so easy to miss this band because it's so close to the...
Sometimes it's like fused to the bone.
Yeah,
Some people.
yeah. So that's why it's important to get in right in through here. And then just a nice caressing motion up that band.
With a little bit of pressure.
That's right, a little bit. Not too much.
Right.
Don't want her to feel uncomfortable. And then I can also stretch the foot out, and then again just gently get some all through here, because having worked the big toe belly band, we can also work the big toe sacrum band because we got the origin of that out, which is more coming in through here. So the big toe belly band and big toe sacrum band kind of, they gradually split. So right in around the ankle there.
I find there's a lot of people that just above the ankle around here is like they have like a shackle around the whole foot.
Yes.
That's what it feels like, right? Yeah, like they're stuck somewhere.
Oh, yeah, and this is-
Shackled to whatever.
This all relates to reproductive organs and things like that too, and it can be quite
Yeah, it's more like
full-on
like
stuff that
right
people
on
hold.
Here, right, where your hand is all around the ankle, the inside, the outside, the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a shackle, right?
Yes. There is a spot in reflexology that goes around. I don't know if it goes all the way around, but it goes across the top for sure.
Yeah, the lymph there. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
And it's also
The groin is open to
that one. Yeah.
the lymph.
Again, just want to go a bit easy to let her breathe, because you can see moving that foot obviously means that I'm up there at her.
It's that damn toe stuff.
Yeah.
It wants to go, but it doesn't want to go.
Oh, it's gradually.
annoying? Okay.
Oh yeah. There was another click there. You felt that? Yeah.
You'll see a big difference once you get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
And then I can come in again, do a bit more through here. This is probably the easiest tool to use if your hands are a little bit oily, because at least you can get a decent grip on it. Whereas if you're using something like this one, you can kind of use, but you still sort of slip with it. And the chopstick's just really difficult to use if your hands are oily. Whereas you can see here, I can get a really good.
That's just really
Is it?
See, I can either use the edge of it or I can use the blade of it. The edge of it's more specific, so if I want to really get into I can, you know, roll across it with the edge. I can even then choose to just give her a little rest from such a pointed bit and use this bit. Can even hold deep like this and really. So it would depend on how much time I had, how much time she had, how much energy I had before I get tired, because this is quite tiring work, and it's tiring for her. She could get to a point where she just had enough for that session, whether I decided to move on to another toe. But I would definitely follow this up, at least, and get rid of the tension that was here. And even, like I said, in a first run, I might only get rid of 70%. I might get rid of 20%. Who knows, right? It's unlikely. I feel pretty happy. If I got rid of 100% of the tension in her toe, I'd be extremely happy. But even now, I feel like we got rid of somewhere between 50 and 70%, which is still good because I can get another next time on my next run. See, I wouldn't necessarily go back to that big toe and try and get 100% out of that. My next session would be these toes, and these smaller toes are a lot quicker and easier than the big toe. Big toe is one of the toughest. So I could actually try and tackle all 4 of her other toes in another session. I wouldn't do it now. I'm already feeling tired just from it's intensely focused work. But what I would do is just follow all of this up.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. So several bands from the big toe belly, big toe sacrum, and the the delta band across the front here have all been affected. But do you guys want to have a feel of the difference between her toes? You know?
The huge tendon on the top of the
Yeah, you can see this tendon here is very pronounced and very strong. This one you can't even see anymore. So basically then, in a treatment plan, the principle is doing all, 20 toes and fingers and thumbs, right? That's going to take time, right? That could take 10, 15 hours.
For today, do
Yeah.
you want us to work on the big toe or on whatever toe the belly band that's
Whatever
tight?
toe, or finger, or thumb. The
Okay.
principle's pretty much the same. Okay, a few different
So
movements.
today doesn't, it doesn't have to be big toe.
Doesn't have to be the big
Okay.
toe. Whatever is one of the worst things for that person. So it's always the best thing to reduce their worst area first, right? And what a difference that's made. And even if you want, do you want to feel the difference now between this side of her
Side,
belly
yeah.
and the other side? And I did all that preliminary stuff on both sides. So it's like I did get some out of that. But now I've hardly done much more. And that was her tighter side. Did you feel like that was your tighter side, or they were both about the same?
I thought for sure he remembered I said I carry everything on my right side.
Yeah. So now your left side is
Yes.
tighter. And wow, this tendon, I mean, just looking at this tendon,
Yeah.
do you know like how different, this is smooth,
Yeah.
right?
And you go through day to day thinking that's just normally what your toe is supposed to look like, right?
Right.
Oh, that's just part
That's
of
just
your-
how it is.
Part of your bone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so this is what I was saying to you guys too. She's not likely to go away going, oh, he just did my toe. She's going, fuck, I want my other toe done. I want my toes. Because now she's going to have something also to compare to, because this is going to feel quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's going to go, wow, this is
Just
not,
looks so different.
right?
Yeah.
Even though this was her looser side before.
Well, and if you look at her body, she's like this now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Completely
Lower
lower
down.
on the right side than on the
Yeah.
left side.
Yeah. And that for me would be the amount of energy expenditure I could do without exhausting myself.
Right.
So I don't like doing that. I'd go, okay, come back in 2 or 3 days, and we'll do the,
Yeah.
we could do either, and I could either do that big toe, or I could do the whole foot. There's no hard and fast way of doing it.
Yeah.
The point is though, is that we want to completely clear every limb. And to clear the limbs, we need to clear the digits. And so, and it's not, because it's a easy 10 to 20 hour job to do all of that, you're not gonna do that in one session. So I would rather personally do the best I can on a digit and then move on to the next one. But it's my first run. So after I've done all of that in my 10 hours or 15 hours, then I'll be ready for the next run until she's completely free of all tension. Because it's like I said, I might have got 50, 70% out of that toe, but I don't feel like I got 100%. But she's going to feel the amazingness of, because she's so used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, huge.
So that's why I'm saying you want to get people to commit to, hey, once they know that you're not messing them around, you're not bullshitting. It's like, I could work harder, but
Yeah. Can you handle it?
no, I'm working to your maximum, and I don't want to, and maybe it could be to my maximum,
Yeah.
It's just a case of it's taken you a lifetime to get this tight,
Yes.
and if we can get rid of it in 25 hours, I think that's pretty bloody good. Yeah. So now I'm just feeling like, okay, I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'm just gonna go, that's enough for today, but I will do her head to finish up after I get the oil off my hands. But I'm gonna just do a little bit more on that leg, just to see, I haven't, just to get rid of anything that I can from the bands up here. So I can have her leg like this, work this band like that.
Just the difference of that too, because that's always really tight on me.
Yeah.
And that was like, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can still feel there's
Little
stuff,
bit in there.
there's still going on. But as I say, some of that's going to be coming from the other toes
Yeah.
as well. Because even that being the delta band there,
Yeah.
this toe is still, and you can feel how this toe's,
Oh yeah.
that's toes messed.
Oh, yeah.
That's a job in itself, But like I said, somebody who's committed, she could have a completely new lease on life after, even 20 hours of work on her, Like what a difference. Whatever age your body is now, how old is your body?
49.
49, see? You're going to extend the next half of your life will be so much better. not having this tension.
Yeah.
So, like, there's nothing more valuable in you know, almost nothing probably. So, that's the clients that you want, the people of value that understand how important it is to have a tension-free body.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the ones that don't, it's kind of like annoying, right? So as I say, on a standard practice, I'd usually work up to about 2/3 the way up the thigh. So just keeping a distance from the groin. Occasionally I have to really actually go into the groin to release something, but again, only with special permission and because it's quite invasive. In Thailand, they always go right into your groin.
Because the way he plays soccer, he
Yeah.
kicks all the time and it goes all the way.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Darcy too.
There are times too where you just can't avoid it. But look at the way the leg's moving now too, hey? That whole inner, in particular the inner, obviously we haven't done anything on the outer, but this, just the softness in the leg compared to this is sort of more clunky, you know?
And stuck at the hip.
Stuck and, you know, so again, it's just, you can see the blood flow
Oh, yeah.
through here, you know?
Yeah, this one's nice and warm now.
Yeah, yeah, it is. So we can feel some of these other bands as well, just. Good. Great, so now I'm just gonna get a little bit of oil off my hands, just do a bit of face massage and finish her up.
Do you want paper towel?
Yeah, sure, thank you. What do we do with that towel? Yeah. Oh, it's dirty. So I'm not doing, when I'm finishing off with a face massage, I'm not going quite as deep. It's just more like whatever's been stirred up and kind of got caught up here, we just want to get rid of it. As I say, if you feel like you need to use a towel to absorb it, you can just use a towel like that. And in a sense, she's more than, even though, you know, it's only one toe, it's the big toe, so she's more than 1/20th the way through, you know. Big toes are incredibly important in my opinion. I'll often even just do a preliminary thing with the towel to pick up any quick energy, and then I can, you know, go in with my fingers for more details. It's not so much. Open the jaw. just let her have a rest there. We could put something over her eyes. We'll let her just absorb that. So as I